What's up, guys? It's Oracle back again with another feeding video. This is a voiceover because I can't record audio and record underwater at the same time. But thank you guys for watching. Welcome back. If you guys could please leave a subscribe and a like, it really helps me out. I'm a super small channel. If you find my channel, it's by a miracle that the algorithm even pushed it to you. So a like and subscribe pushes me a long way because I'm a very small channel. This is an underwater video feeding that I do every Sunday, because every Sunday I feed my fish, at least my pond. I feed the pond every Sunday and I feed my 30-gallon every day. So I don't film feeding in that one as much because it's less exciting because it's snail and shrimp and they don't really go for it straight away. But this is my betta senority / tetra pond. The tetras are kind of just in here. We have cherry barbs as well and 3 random black phantoms. I just did a huge water change on this. Not a huge, but I added 50% water because usually I lose, I will say, about 30 to 40 gallons in evaporation over a week, because it's a pond and I have 3 filter sponges and the evaporation goes pretty high and there's a lot of plants in here, so the water goes away pretty quickly. We got one of my bettas there at the bottom with her fins. Nice tricolor. Not that much different things I did to the pond. I added caves everywhere. You're gonna see these gray caves. I wish they had different colors, but they didn't. I like these. They've been using them. I'm trying to think about new ways to put them. I've been thinking about levitating them next to the racks with like zip ties. That way they could kind of float like mid water surface, and that way it's closer to the top than the bottom. I just had the idea when I was filming the video, and I think that would be really cool that they will have like mid surface caves that are kind of floating. I just have to put zip tie around the top and tie it to the one of the potteries that I have inside the tank. See, the cherry bars almost eat everything immediately. They're very fat, aggressive eaters, so I have to like overfeed sometimes. We have my one betta here. This is my oldest betta that I have. She might be the oldest in the pond. I don't know how the ones I got online, I don't know how old they are, but she is my oldest. I had her since maybe she was the size of a ember tetra, and I have her to now. She's not gonna get any bigger. The Petco bettas usually don't get huge. They usually stay within that small, tiny size, and then eventually they'll pass away, maybe after a year, maybe 2. So hopefully she lives longer, since I am giving her the best life possible. I also have the camera zoomed out to 0.1 instead of zoomed in, the normal zoom, just to see if it looks better. So there's a lot of debris around because I did the water change and I kind of just slapped all the hair that was hiding on the water sprite. And this is all dog hair, by the way. I hate it. It's super hard to get out the pond sometimes, but there's always a little bit. But when I do a water change like this, I usually shift it all around, which is a good thing because we'll eventually end my filter. This is another female betta. I forgot the name, but it's yellow dragon or something. They all dragons for some reason. I don't know. Everything's a dragon with bettas. I'm looking to get some avatars right here and some neons. I also might get a couple of Petco ones just because they're easier to get. I know a place that sells like really good betta fish, but they usually only have males. I don't buy males, I only buy females. So you can see over here a lot of debris around. But usually everything falls to the bottom, everyone eats there, because they're never fast enough to catch it like mid-surface level for some reason. Everything has been going nice with the pond. I checked the levels in the pond. The nitrates were lower than 20 per million, and the nitrite was lower than 20 per million. Which is not alarming to me, because some people might think, oh, my cycle crashed, but to me it's like, dang, I don't have enough. I have too many plants. Actually, I have a problem with my plants that they're not growing anymore. Everything kind of stagnated because there's not enough of that nitrate conversion going on right now to carbon because there's just too much. So I am, hopefully this Thanksgiving on Black Friday, I'm gonna try to get a CO2 system that's not like crazy expensive. I'm thinking about doing 5 liter, and if I could get anything close to the 5 liter price that's bigger, I might just go that, and we might just start doing this as a carbon tank, which means I could do different things. I could actually start a carpet on the bottom, which I think will be super cool if I could get a carpet going on the bottom, maybe pearl weed or something. I would think that'd be amazing if we could like maybe not see sand and just see green at the bottom. I think that'd be super cool. I'm gonna try it this month. That's gonna be my big, project this month, is really trying to get that CO2 system, get it hooked up. I'm always set it very low because betas are very sensitive to CO2 diffusers and stuff. If you put too much, they will die. Okay, on this part right here, I was trying to like blow some of the food off the bottom with my hands. And you know me, I'm not smart, so I'm looking through my camera, which is zoomed out, so I couldn't really tell what I was touching because my sense of depth is trash. So I'm just like, I'm really trying to like see what the hell I'm touching. And I have see, you can see there I'm trying to blow things and I'm smacking everything around. I'm just like, oh, that's actually close to me. I filmed with a Galaxy Fold 6. The phone is not big, but it is very wide, so that's why it's kind of blocking my view a bit. And if you're wondering how I'm filming underwater, I have a snorkeling pouch that's basically used for snorkeling. I use it for the tank. The only problem with it, if you're filming with your phone, the plastic on the snorkeling bag is very sensitive when you pull it out of water. And also, even in water, if the plastic part touches the touchscreen part, it's gonna press it and stop your video, or it's gonna like go to your tabs. If you know, some phones, when you exit the video tab or you go to like another app, it stops the video. Also very annoying if you're filming at a higher quality video, because it basically, you can't split it anymore. You can't patch it together because the phone will let you if it's around 8K filming. That's why I kind of film in UHD right now, because it's more comfortable. If the video stops mid-video, I could just, stitch it together, no problem. But if you film at like 8K, it won't let you do it for some reason. I also can't do voiceovers for 8K because I can't import them to YouTube Create either. So it's a bunch of things. Like, it's annoying. I am planning on getting fish this month too, some more betas. The 30 gallon is looking good. I'm not gonna add anything to that until I see the cherry shrimps breed. Once I see them breeding, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's safe to put something else in there. But for right now, we're just looking at these guys. The cherry barbs are huge. Some of them are fat, like huge fat. Like, it's kind of scary. I don't know if they're egg bound or she just, chunky. You're gonna see her very chunky self come into screen every once in a while. I also want to say there's a group of cherry barbs, and there's one one cherry barb that's in there that's not really a cherry barb. I don't know what it is. I don't know what fish it is. They kind of gave me the wrong fish at Petco. It just looks red, but it's not cherry barb actually. I kind of figured out as the month went by. It was way bigger. Everything about the fish looks different once you get close up to it. But usually every Sunday I feed my fish. I do a water change or water input, I have rather say, because the pond is actually basically water changeless right now. It doesn't need a water change because all the nitrates get used almost 100%. And then I set my output on my filter to the highest possible, and I will get all the hair into the filter or into the filter sponges, and then I'll get the hair out that way, which is a little easier than picking it off. As you can see, the pothos is going crazy. There's a lot of pothos in the water. I'm showing off the other side of the tank. This is a little cave I made out of ceramic cubes. There's 3 80-gallon sponges in the back. So this tank is overly filtered, to be honest. The FX6 is enough, but I just like having these here because just in case of the FX blows out, I could get a small generator. I could get a small battery pack, and I could turn on these sponges just in case of emergency power goes out. I could get the sponges on, and the FX will be off. This is my red mangrove. It's the only one that's growing, unfortunately. All the rest are growing, but it's stagnated, like I said, because there's just not enough. I'm liquid fertilizing. I'm doing everything I can. Phosphates, potassium, liquid CO2. Liquid CO2 is not enough for this big of a tank, so I am gonna go into that CO2. I didn't want to do a CO2 system, but for the sake, I want improvement. But I've seen that it's stagnated for a couple of weeks now. The water sprite even starts to die, then it starts to grow, starts to die, depending on how much nutrients are going in the tank. The one thing that's going to benefit me is getting more fish. I get more fish, that gets more nutrients, more ammonia, and I could feed that cycle even more because I need a huge cycle to feed these plants. And with me feeding weekly is not working out, and I can't overfeed betas because they will just die. They'll get bloat, they'll get dropsy, they'll pine cone. So I'm very careful about overfeeding my betas, especially like aqua and beta pellets and stuff like that. I don't like them. I've seen too many times that I feed them that just maybe once or twice a day, and they're already like fat and bloated. It looks like they can't digest that food very well. I don't even know why it's popular. I don't like it. I stick to mainly brine shrimp and flakes. So, but that's just me. If you guys love the beta pellet food from Aquan and some of the other ones, that's all you. I don't like them, so I don't use them. I mainly focus on brine shrimp and spirella and flakes. The video is about to end here in a minute, so thank you guys for watching. Remember to always leave a like and subscribe. It helps my small channel out a lot, immensely. It just helps me actually pop up in tabs and videos. I don't even know how I get seen sometimes. Sometimes I will get views, sometimes I don't get views. I'm very popular when it comes to shorts, but videos is kind of like I just get lost in the sauce when it comes to the videos. But if anything, if you guys like this video and enjoyed it, smash that like and subscribe button for me. I appreciate it so much. I don't really say it every video, but at this point, I guess I have to. But thank you guys for watching. Yeah, not that much of an update this week. Not going to be much of an update the week after. But that Thanksgiving week, I should be doing something big with the pond. And should be getting fish as well. Especially that Thanksgiving paycheck. I'm doing something with that. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out.